and welcome to Balanced Cash Diaries. Today we are doing a little bit of a mid-month check-in here in my main cash binder. So we're going to be unstuffing some of his cash to make sure everything is up to date. And secondly, after I do that, I'm also going to be setting up a brand new binder, and this is going to be for all my house buying related savings, which I thought I do need to get a separate binder for because there is actually just so much to save for related to buying a house. So I will be setting that up in a little bit, but for now, let's first of all focus on unstuffing what I've been spending so far. So it's only the 9th of March, so it's only been about a week and a half since I've been paid, and I've already done a fair bit of spending in some of the areas. You'll see some of these envelopes are actually being emptied, so no more spending in those areas for me. So let's jump to the first one, which is beauty and cosmetics. So this had £20 and I have spent all of that on card, so that is all coming out and I can kind of pay myself back by putting that money into my bank account. Next is birthday and gifts. As you can see, I've got some change in here because I actually did spend some of this in cash and some of it I spent on card. So just to make sure this is up to date, I should have £22.32 left in here. So I'll keep 20 out here and get rid of that 10. And then I won't worry too much about having like the exact change. So I'll just leave the 2 in there. So I'll have £22 altogether left in there. So yeah, I'll just kind of round down to the nearest pound. I think if I got little zip-locked envelopes, I could kind of put the exact change in there, but to be honest, I'm not too worried, and it just means I can save like teeny tiny little amounts every time I round down to the nearest pound for what I leave here. I can put a little extra into my savings. Obviously it's tiny amounts, but still something. So let's jump to the next area I've spent in, which is dining out and takeaways. This again is being entirely emptied. Actually, apart from, I think I have £2.50 left in here, so I will actually pop that £2 in there, but all of that £40 is coming out. This is an area that I knew I was going to struggle to spend a small amount in this month, even if I'd set a budget, because I'm just so used to always treating myself, and I just love food. I love eating out. I love getting takeaways. So yeah, I need to work on that, but £2 left in there for the rest of the month, so I'm going to be really careful with that. And I think hobbies is the next one. So this one has £2.21 left in here, so I will grab a £2 coin as well from my little piggy bank to put in here. Okay, so I've just taken out £2 out of my little piggy bank, my very cute little yellow submarine piggy bank, which I keep next to the desk here, and that will just go in here to represent the £2 I have left to spend. I'm not sure what I would be spending that on. Probably nothing. That'll probably just wait there till next month. And that is it. Nothing else left to unstuff. So let's close this binder up, and all of this money right here is going to be going back to the bank. Apart from this 5p, I'll chuck that into the little piggy bank, and it will be this money that goes back into the bank, which is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and £80. Okay, so next up is setting up my house buying savings binder, and this is this lovely beautiful green colour, and I actually do have some of the envelopes from the previous binder. I've just removed the tape from the top, which I'm going to be transferring into this new binder, and then also setting up some new ones as well. So first of all, let's sort out these older ones. So I've got household maintenance, furniture and decor, and this one that just says house, and this is essentially everything in here that was going to be the initial costs of buying. So I just want to rename this, and I will keep that being the same thing. This will be initial costs. So apart from the deposit, everything else is in this envelope, and that's going to be like solicitor fees, mortgage broker fees, mortgage product fees, surveyors, stamp duty, basically anything before we get to buy the house, everything we've got to have saved up for that whole process before the house is actually ours. that is going in here. So my goal for this envelope is going to be £7,500, and that's kind of like what I estimate will be the maximum that we will need. So I'm just going to rename this so that it says initial costs rather than house. Lovely. Okay, so this is initial costs, and these two I will also be keeping just as they are, so household maintenance and furniture and decor. And I do need to add a couple of new ones as well. Actually, I think I need to add, I need to add 3 new ones, I'm thinking. So I'm actually going to split these up into things that I need before we buy the house and things that I need after we buy the house. So any maintenance on the house, any furniture, any decoration, that's obviously going to come after we actually purchase. So that will be in like the second half of the binder. And any initial costs and anything else that I need to buy and before we buy, I'll put separate. So the other envelope I want to set up for after I buy is actually mortgage overpayments. So once we actually get the mortgage and get the house and everything, I'm also hoping to then be able to pay extra off the mortgage, hopefully quite frequently, so that we can pay off the mortgage a lot quicker. So and there we go, mortgage overpayments, and that will go into that second half of the binder. And then the other stuff that I need to do before we buy a house will be, first of all, moving costs. So that's going to be like for a van to move, maybe for like getting the house that we're in now cleaned up before we move out of it, so we get our full deposit back. So we'll probably do the cleaning ourselves, but just like, you know, all of the cleaning products and everything will cost money. To be fair, I think the main cost for this will be associated with hiring a van and potentially hiring a person to help us with the actual moving of the furniture, etc., especially the really heavy stuff, because I'm a 5'2" little lady. I can't be dragging around really heavy furniture, and I've always done that every single move, and it's just, I just don't think it's worth it, honestly. I'd rather just pay someone to come and help us for the day, rather than breaking my back over it. So I'm gonna definitely put a little bit of money aside for that as well. So let's pop moving costs onto here. Lovely. And then the final one that I want to set up, and again this is for before we actually buy, will be called first month. And what this is going to be just basically the first months of expenses once we have moved, because I'm not sure if there's going to be overlap with us renting the place that we're in now and being able to move into here. I just want to make sure that I have this saved up so that I'm not kind of finding myself in a bit of a sticky situation where I'm paying for both places and don't have enough. So yeah, I just want to make sure I've got that first month of essential expenses like all the bills, etc., as well as the mortgage payment. And I estimate this will be about £1,000, so that's how much I want to have saved in here as well. So that's the envelopes prepped, but I do actually want to make them look a bit more pretty. So I've got this nice tape that I think goes really nice with the green of the binder, and I'm going to go ahead, set this up. There we go. That's cute. Perfect. Let's do these two as well. Actually, I think for this one, because I do really want to put in some little dividers as well to divide up the first half of the binder and the second in terms of before buying and after buying. So I think this will be my first after buying envelope. So that will have a little divider on it. So let me do this one first. Okay, so for this one, let's see, I think I'll probably do the little leaves and the little mushrooms for the dividers in this one. So for the second one, I'll do the little leaves. So that will obviously come down to about, let's try that. Lovely. Now let's set these guys up. So I'll do another little divider here right at the top, and that's going to be the little mushrooms. They're so cute. I'm actually thinking I might want to rewrite this. I don't really like how I wrote that. I don't think it's very neat. So let's see. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so we'll pop that up here and let's just finish these off. All right, so that is everything set up now. So let me just get everything in the right order. I think I'll do obviously initial costs right at the front. And I'm kind of going to do this in priority order of what I want to save for first, especially at the front here. So initial costs, then the actual moving costs, so we can afford to actually move, and then the first month as well is going to go in there. To be fair, moving costs and first month, I'll probably equally prioritize those. So let's get in here and put those in. Perfect. And then for the second half, I've got my household maintenance, furniture decor, and mortgage overpayments. There we go. So that is the only stuff I'm putting in for now, and that's because we haven't actually chosen the house yet. We haven't got a house yet, so it will become clearer once we actually know which property we're going to get, what exactly we need to save for. So it may be that the specific place that we want to get, we know like needs the roof replaced or something like that. So once things become clear about specifics I need to save for, I will also add those in as and when needed. But for now, this is everything that I need and I know that I'm going to need in the future, and the rest we will just have to see. So that is all set up. How very exciting. So that's my second binder. So now I've got two. And actually, I think I will add a little bit of tape on the front as well, just because it adds a little bit of colour and decoration that I quite like. Let me add that on. All right, that's a little bit better. So here they both are, looking good. I'm so happy to have two binders now. It just makes sense to kind of separate things out once I've got a lot of these kind of home buying savings areas. And if there's anything that I've missed, if you've yourself bought a home recently, especially in the UK, and you can see that I've missed something really important that I should be saving for right now, regardless of which house I'm going to get, please let me know. Obviously, I'm a first time buyer, so new to this, so absolutely there might be things that I've forgotten and not realised that I need, so do let me know. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this little mid-month check-in and unstuffing and setting up of the new binder, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.